Dear students, grade A, let us start our session with History, Unit 1, Society and Culture in Ancient Tamilagam, the Sangam Age. In this session, we are going to learn about Sangam Tamil literature is the main source for the study of ancient Tamil society, the rule of Movendas, administrative system and the socio-economic conditions of Tamilagam, and Kalabara period. The Sangam Age. The word Sangam refers to the association of poets who flourished under the royal patronage of the Pandya kings at Madurai. The poems composed by these poets are collectively known as Sangam literature. The period in which these poems were composed is called Sangam Age. Sources, inscriptions. Hathikumba inscription, Pugalur inscription, Ashokan Edict 2113 and inscriptions found at Mangulam, Alagarmalai and Kilavalaivu. Copper plates, Velvikudi and Chinnamanur copper plates. Coins issued by the Cheras, Cholas, Pandyas and the chieftains of Sangam Age. Megalithic monuments, burials and hero stones. Excavated materials from Adichanallur, Arikemedu, Kodumanal, Puhar, Kurkai, Alahankulam and Urayur. Literary sources Tulkapiyam, Ettuthogai, Pattu, Patinan Keelkanakku, Pattinapalai and Madurai Kanji. Epic Silappadigaram and Manimekalai. Foreign notices. Some of the foreign notices are Mahavamsa and Deepavamsa. Tolkappiyam is a work on Tamil grammar. It represents the quality of Tamil language and the culture of Tamil people of the Sangam Age. Cheras. Movendas controlled the territories of Tamilagam during the Sangam Age. The Tamil word Vendar was used to refer to kingdoms, namely Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas. The Cheras ruled over the central and north Tiruvankor, Cochin, South Malabar and Kongu region of Tamil Nadu. The Paditru provides information about the Chera kings. It is known that the Chera king Cheguttuvan went on a military journey to North India. He brought stones from the Himalayas for making the idol of Kannagi, an epic character from Silappadigaram. Cheran Chenguttuvan's younger brother was Ilangovadigal. He was the author of Silappadigaram. Another Chera king, Cheral Irumborai, issued coins in his name. Some Chera coins bear their emblem of bow and arrow. Prominent Chera rulers are Igayan Cheralathan, Imayavaramban Neduncheralathan, Cheran Chenguttuvan and Cheral Irumborai. Cholas. The Chola kingdom of Sangam period extended up to Vengadam hills. The Kaveri Delta region remained the central part of the kingdom. This area was later known as Cholamandalam. Karigal Valavan or Karigalan was the most famous of the Chola kings. He defeated the combined army of the Cheras, Pandyas and the 11 Velir chieftains who supported them at Venni, a small village in the Tanjavur region. He converted forest into cultivatable lands. He built Kallanai across the river Kaveri to develop agriculture. Their port Puhar attracted merchants from various regions of the Indian Ocean. The Patinapalai, a poetic work in the Padinan gives elaborate information of the trading activity during the rule of Karikalan. Kallanai. It was a dike built with stones. It was constructed across the Kaveri to divert water throughout the delta region for irrigation. When it was built, Kallanai irrigated an area of about 16,000 acres. Prominent Chola rulers are Ilanjat Chenni, Karigal Valavan, Kochenganan, Killi Valavan, and Perunar Killi. Pandyas. The Pandyas ruled the present-day southern Tamil Nadu. The Pandya kings patronized the Tamil poets and scholars. Several names of Pandya kings are mentioned in the Sangam literature. Neduncheliyan is hailed as the most popular warrior. He defeated the combined army of the Chera, Chola and 5 Velir chieftains at Talayalanganam. He is praised as the Lord of Korkai. Pandya country was well known for pearl hunting. Pandya kings issued many coins. Their coins have elephant on one side and fish on another side. Muduhudumi Peruvaludi issued coins to commemorate his performance of many Vedic rituals. Prominent Pandya rulers are Nediyon, Nanmaran, Muduhudumi Peruvaludi and Neduncheliyan. The titles assumed by the Moovendars. The titles assumed by the Cheran are Adavan, Kuttuvan, Vanavan and Irumburai. The titles assumed by the Cholan are Senni, Chembian, Killi, Valavan. The titles assumed by the Pandyan are Maran, Valudi, Cheliyan and Tennar. Royal insignia, scepter, drum and white umbrella were used as symbols of royal authority. Cheras, Palm flower, port Musiriyar Tondi, capital Vanjiyar Karur, symbols bow and arrow. Cholas, fig or atti flower, port Puhar, capital Urayur or Puhar, symbols tiger. Pandyas, Margoza or neem flower, port Korkai, capital Madurai, symbols two fish. Minor chieftains Aye, Velir and Kilar. Apart from the 3 great kings, there were several brave independent minor chieftains. The name Aye is derived from the ancient Tamil word Ayar. Among Aye chiefs of Sangamage, Attiran, Tittiran and Nannanan were the important names. The famous Velirs were the Kadayelu Vallargal. They were Pari, Kari, Uri, Pagan, Aye, Adiyaman and Nalli. They were popular for their generous patronage of Tamil poets. Kilar was a village chief. Sangam polity, kingship. The kingship was hereditary. The king was called Ko. It is a shortened form of Kon. Vendan, Kon, Mannan, Kotravan and Irevan were the other titles of the king. The eldest son of the ruling king generally succeeded to the throne. The inauguration ceremony was known as Arasukattil Erudal or Mudichottu Villa. The crown prince was known as Komagan, while the young ones were known as Ilango, Ilancheliyan and Ilancheral. King held a daily darbar, which means Nal Avai, at which he heard and resolved all the disputes. The income to the state was through taxation. Land tax was the main source of revenue and it was called irai. This apart, the state collected tolls and customs, tributes and fines. The kings and soldiers wore the heroic anklet. On the anklet, the name and achievement of the wearer were displayed. Spies were used not only to find out what was happening within the country but also in foreign countries. The court. The king's court was called Arasavai. The king occupied a ceremonious throne in the court called Ariyanai. In the court, the king was surrounded by the officials, visitors, and court poets. The ruler had fivefold duties. They were encouraging learning, performing rituals, presenting gifts, protecting people, and punishing criminals. Ambassadors were employed by the kings. They played a significant role. The king was assisted by a number of officials. They were divided into Aimberungulu, which means 5-member committee, and Emberium, which means 8-member group. Army. The king's army consisted of 4 divisions, namely infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariot force. The army was known as Padai. The chief of the army was known as Thanai Talaivan. The prominent weapons used during this period were sword, kedayam, tomaram, bows and arrows. Tomaram is mentioned as a missile to be thrown at the enemy from a distance. Law and justice. The king was the final authority for appeal. In the capital town, the court of justice was called Avai. In the villages, Mandram served as a place for dispensing justice. In civil cases, the method of trial followed was to call upon the accuser to thrust his hand into a pot containing a gobra. If the gobra bit him, he was sentenced. If the gobra did not bite him, he was considered innocent. Punishment was always severe. Execution was ordered for theft cases. The punishment awarded for other crimes included beheading, mutilation of the offering limbs of the body, torture and imprisonment, and imposition of fines. Local administration. The entire kingdom was called Mandalam. Mandalam was divided into Nadus. Kuram was subdivision of Nadu. The Ur was a village classified into Perur, which means big village, Sirur, which means a small village, and Mudur, which means an old village, depending upon its population, size, and antiquity. Pattinam was a name for a coastal town, and Puhar was a general term for harbour town. Important towns: Puhar, Urayur, Kurkai, Madurai, Musri, Vanji or Karur, and Kanji. Thinai. The landform was divided into 5 Thinais: Kurunji, landform, Pamra flower, occupation hunting or gathering, people Kuravar Kuratiyar, god Murugan. Mullai, forest region, occupation herding, people Ayar, Aichiyar, god Mayon. Marudam, Rivara in tract, which means plains, occupation agriculture, people Ulavar Ulatiyar, god Indiran. Neidal, coastal region, occupation fishing or salt making, people Paradavar or Nuladiyar, god Varunan. Palai, parched land, occupation heroic deeds, people Maravar Maratiyar, god Kotravai. Status of women. There was no restriction for women in social life. There were learned and wise women. 40 women poets had lived and left behind their valuable works. Marriage was a matter of self choice. However, chastity was considered the highest value of women. Sons and daughters had equal shares in their parents' property. Religious beliefs and social divisions. The primary god of the Tamils was Seiyon or Murugan. Other gods worshipped during Sangam period were Shivan, Mayon, Indiran, Varnan and Kotravai. The hero stone worship was in practice. Buddhism and Jainism also coexisted. Veerakal or Nattikal. The ancient Tamils had a great respect for the heroes who died in the battlefield. The hero stones were erected to commemorate heroes who sacrificed their lives in war. Dress and ornaments. The rich people wore muslin, silk, and fine cotton ornaments. The common people wore two pieces of clothes made up of cotton. The Sangam literature refers to clothes which were thinner than the skin of a snake. Both men and women wore a variety of ornaments. They were made up of gold, silver, pearls, precious stones, and beads. The people were fond of using aromatic perfumes. Arts. There are many references to variety of musical instruments such as drum, flute, and yal. Karigalan was master of 7 notes of music, Elisai Vallavan. Singing birds were called Panar and Railar. Dancing was performed by Kanihayar. Kuthu folk drama was the most important cultural practice of the people of Sangam age. They developed the concept of Muttamil, Yel Isai Nadagam. Occupation. The major occupations of the people were agriculture, cattle rearing, fishing, and hunting. Other craftsmen like carpenter, blacksmith, goldsmith, and potters were also part of the population. Weaving was the most common part-time occupation of the farmers and a regular full-time job for many others. Festivals and entertainments. People celebrated several festivals. The harvest festival, Pongal, and the festival of spring, Kartigai, were some of them. Indravila was celebrated in the capital. There were many amusements and games. This included dances, festivals, bullfights, cockfights, dice, hunting, wrestling, and playing in swings. Children played with the toy cart and with the sand houses made by them. Trade. Trade existed at 3 levels: local, overland, and overseas. Warehouses for storing the goods were built along the coast. The chief ports had lighthouses which were called Kalangarai Ilangu Chudar. Caravans of merchants carried their merchandise to different places in oxen-driven carts. Barter system was prevalent. There were 2 kinds of markets or bazaars in the leading cities like Pugar and Madurai. In Madurai, there were Nalangadi and Alangadi. In these markets, large varieties as well as large quantities of goods were sold and purchased. Major ports: Musiri, Tondi, and Kurkai. Major exports: salt, pepper, pearl, ivory, silk, diamonds, saffron, precious stone, muslin, sandalwood. Main imports: topaz, tin, wine, glass, and horses. Trade contact with overseas countries. Archaeological excavation have confirmed the trading relationship between the Tamilagam and the countries such as Greece, Rome, Egypt, China, Southeast Asia, and Sri Lanka. Calabaras. Towards the end of 3rd century AD, the Sangam period slowly went into a decline. Following the Sangam period, the Kalabras had occupied the Tamil country for about 2.5 centuries. We have very little information about Kalabras. They left neither artifacts nor monuments, but there is evidence of their rule in literary texts. The literary sources for this period include Tamil Navalar Charidai, Yapirunkalam, and Periya Puranam. Sivaga Sindhamani and Kundalakesi were also written during this period. In Tamilagam, Jainism and Buddhism became prominent during this period. Introduction of Sanskrit and Prakrit languages had resulted in the development of new script called Vatteluthu. Many works under Padinan Keelkanakku were composed. Trade and commerce continued to flourish during this period. So the Kalabara period is not a dark age as it is depicted. In this session, we learnt about society and culture in ancient Tamilagam, the Sangam age. Thank you.